Buddy, welcome to Saturday for Lawyers and Dragons. We are ready to go. We got Rob, Alyte, Ian, our beleaguered GM David, who is probably only now recovering from last week's dance-a-thon. So, David, what are we up to now? I'm not even sure what we accomplished last week, where we're going right now. What's happening?
There was a dance-a-thon?
What?
I guess
What?
I missed that.
There was some shoulder shimmering.
It wouldn't surprise me if you blacked out for a short period of time there, David.
I have PTSD from that episode.
Yep. I buy it.
Totally not my fault.
All right, but
I plead the fifth.
we are coming back. Let's get everything back on the road. So, recapping, last week you guys made your way through the Kingdom of Requador, finding yourselves in the keep, inside where everybody's being brought in as monsters are attacking and breaking down the walls. You guys came face to face with the crown prince of Requador and one of the other Eternity Lords there, though you did not get her name, and she left while a scuffle of sorts broke out between yourselves and the prince, which resulted in, I'll say, a stalemate. And then the Velicrolic, who was the giant vampire bat creature that you guys fought a couple of sessions prior, turns out to be the one leading the invasion force of monsters through the city, breaks in, you guys fight him, cut off his head, cut off his hand, and that's where we're starting today. Yes, you
set him on fire.
You did set him on fire.
Fire was very, very important part.
And very effective also.
And I became an Eternity Lord, I remember.
That was although out of game, I should remind everyone that in order to claim the Eternity Lord status, you'll have to show proof of death to the council.
I brought his severed hand.
Fair point. So we're picking up right there, where everybody has you just smell this kind of smell of burnt skin and burnt flesh from this beast that is dying. But it is outside. You hear a tremendous amount of commotion, and I should also remind everyone that the prince was last seen crawling away outside. He was beaten so badly that he couldn't even stand, crawling away from all of you. And I turn it over to Gimlet first. Gimlet, what are you doing as the smell and smoke is starting to clear?
Well, Gimlet isn't trying to scavenge bits of this thing. I guess it's probably one of the few things he's not looking to steal. So he's probably just using prestidigitation to wave the smoke away from his face. So we're not dealing with, the stink of it, and also looking around to see if there's any of the castle valuables that are still not nailed down.
At the most, you'll see that golden spear that was thrown by Laima, although I'm assuming that she would have recovered it as soon as the combat had ended.
100%. She's going back for her
to easily steal.
Yeah, Laima's definitely going right back for it. Sorry, I'm interrupting.
Laima, you've got it.
She's not letting anyone take it.
Gimlet, perception check.
There we go.
Did you have to say smell?
12.
On a 12, Gimlet, as you're looking around and you see that there's this just giant break through the wall, revealing outside, and you can see that it very clearly seems to be a ruckus of monsters flying into the town and attacking, and flying in the sky towards your general direction.
It's not a skyrocket in flight.
When you say a pirate ship, like the full ship looking thing, it looks like a flying naval vessel.
it looks like a naval vessel that should be on the water that is flying through the sky. And it looks like there are some giant engines of sorts towards the rear of the ship.
Gimlet turns to Laima and says, "Whatever's on there, you can't eat them."
That is up for me to decide. We shall see.
We're not going to eat any sentient things today.
Well,
Not again.
Pigs are different. Pigs are different. All right. If there are pigs up there, you know I like my bacon.
Yes,
She says
put
as
up
she
a
reaches
short
back
this
into
week
her-
on that. Yes.
Into her bag and takes out the last bits of bacon that she had put in there.
ew.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
No, nobody.
Smell.
What are you doing?
Well,
the smell is starting to subside. It's going away, Rob.
I
Where
know,
is
but
Hardy?
it's like there's bat creature and now there's bacon and bat creature and bacon. Oh,
where's Hardy? Who has Hardy?
Hardy, as you look over, you see that Hardy is walking towards the hole in the wall.
Like of his own volition, or he's a hypnotized cat?
Oh no, by his own volition. He's like looking around, like kind of peering around, looking around by the wall, and he's now walking outside.
Is he still green?
The green is because I believe it was paint. It is all smudgy now, so it's like not consistent.
streaks
Okay.
of green.
Yeah, it's streaks
So
of.
you would say he's
mint
not
green.
in mint condition.
Oh, my.
That's a good one.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna see if I can't grab Hardy by the scruff and put him in the bag with my severed hand.
Okay. Recap.
And
The
then
bag-
shake it.
The small bag has been destroyed because Gimlet exploded out of it. So all you have is a backpack that's full with severed hand.
Oh, so it doesn't have room for cat?
The bag would be full. And what are you doing? What is this? Why are you picking me? You can't just say, "Hey, Hardy," and talk to me like a normal person. You have to come over, pick me up. Also, he's like just straight at this point as you're holding him. Please put me down. I don't like this.
Are you sure we're gonna help you get to where you're going, Hardy?
Okay, wait a second.
How is it that you managed to make everything innocuous sound menacing? You say friends and it sounds like a
Wait.
threat. You say
Wait.
get where you're going and it sounds like a threat.
Nobody, do you see this? Do you see what is happening right now?
I know there's a flying ship.
No. Do you see what is coming out of the flying ship, which is now hovering over you?
Oh, is it big? I mean, it's
It's
massive.
a very massive ship. Yes.
Okay.
Do you,
No,
do you
what do
see
I
what
what do
it
I
is?
see, Hardy?
It looks like snow. That is snow. How this ship is snowing?
Have you seen snow before, Hardy?
I definitely have seen snow before. Yes.
I don't know. I don't know what your experience is with different weather climates is.
We should try to catch the snow on our tongues.
Sure, Hardy, go
Oh,
for
you
it.
do that. I feel like that's a bad decision.
No, I feel like you should definitely do it with me.
No, let's all
No.
do it too. Let's experience the joy of life.
What is
Lumberlock.
everybody else doing at this point?
Not that.
Laima she's finishing off the last of the bacon from her bag, and then also like figuring out where to place her new golden spear, like with her pack, and then looking up at the pirate ship with the maybe snow, maybe not snow, maybe it's asbestos. I don't know.
You all start. You start to notice that there is a kind of rush of wind all around, and it seems to not just be affecting you, it's kind of affecting the entire area. That as the ship's moving in, it's pulling this current of wind with it that is whipping through the town. So what would be like nice Christmas snow is now blowing all around and blowing into the keep. Laima, give me a Constitution check.
What?
Well, that really is whipping.
Constitution check. Oh, geez. 17.
Oh,
Laima, on a 17, as you start to get hit by this and you're just breathing the air, you realize that there is something changed in the air. There is something wrong, and you feel incredibly unsettled.
Oh no.
So business as usual then.
Lima's gonna turn to them and tell them, I feel very unsettled right now. Something's wrong, and I don't know what, but something is wrong.
I'm so startled.
Something's wrong. I don't know why. I want to build a snowman. Do you guys want to? I'm not sure what's going on.
What is Ghostblade doing right now?
I have bad experience with powdery substances, so I'm just avoiding it at all costs.
And I don't.
Last time that stuff happened, I was disappeared for a little while, so I'm just kind of covering my face and hanging back a bit. Also recovering from the smell of this burning. Yeah.
So Ghostblade,
Let's go
do you
into
step?
detail about the smell? I think,
Do you go
outside of the building? I am outside of this building because I am well outside this building.
Ghostblade, give me a perception check.
Oh no. Okay. What are we perceiving today? I don't know how. I mean, Rob's not perceiving anything. Ghostblade's perceiving it at 17 though.
Ghostblade, as you look up and you're looking around, you look up to the ship and you see what looks like silhouettes dumping something over the side of the ship, which is then leading to this white powder, which is falling down upon you. And Ghostblade, as you look up and see this, you fall unconscious.
Son of a.
I tried not to fall unconscious.
All of you have watched this. Ghostblade looks up and just kind of falls asleep. And
I make good decisions.
When have you ever made good decisions?
avoiding the powder and just the trauma of the powder.
He was avoiding
Glitter Blade.
the smell of the burning carcass, and instead got hit with the
Drugs.
a little bit of stinky powder.
Drugs.
Nobody and Hardy and Laima and Gimlet, you all have just seen Ghostblade falling asleep. What do you do?
Oh, I've still got my tongue
lazy.
out. I'm working with Hardy. We're gonna get some snow on our tongues.
No.
Gimlet is not doing that. Gimlet is probably. I think I can use minor conjuration to give me a little umbrella to keep the powder off.
Oh, come on, Gimlet. Come on, Laima. It doesn't snow all the time.
Yeah, I don't think it's snowing now either.
And with that, the ship is going to turn, trying to turn around, and you'll see that there are these giant engines that are blowing wind at a fast pace in your direction, which starts blasting this kind of white powder at you. Nobody and Hardy, the two of you fall unconscious.
All right.
Laima, you've just watched Ghostblade fall asleep, and you see Nobody and Hardy are also out.
She just turns to Gimlet and is like, "Everyone's just taking a break. That's what we're doing right now. We're just gonna have a nap. Okay."
Gimlet is gonna take cover under his bedroll. He's gonna flip that out and use it as cover from this powder.
Lima's got her bag over her head also to try to like shield her from it.
Laima, as you try to make cover, give me an that's not the right roll. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh man, it's an 8.
Nope.
Laima, you go and you take cover, but it is not enough cover as you get kind of just hit with this gentle white powder that looks and resembles snow, and you fall asleep. Gimlet,
don't worry, the Secret Service can't tell what it is.
As she's falling asleep, she's like, "Oh, that's funny." Good one. As she's falling asleep, she's like, "But I don't want to build a snowman," and then she's gonna fall asleep.
Gimlet, you've just watched as Laima has now fallen asleep, and you've braced on your bedroll. I need a Constitution saving throw.
He's sort of wrapped up underneath it. Is kind of the idea there. Using
You're
it
not
as
going to
the-
lawyer your way out of this one, bud.
Oh, I know, but he's still.
He's getting you one way or another.
Nat 20.
On a nat 20, you see that the ship. Firstly, you just kind of get hit in the face with this, and you recognize this. This is sleeping powder, and it doesn't.
Gimlet does
affect
not
you right
acknowledge
away.
how he recognizes this.
And with that, Gimlet, you see that the ship itself is touching down right in
That's
front of your
very
group.
Concerning.
Can I get a description? Is the hull hits the ground? Does it have legs?
It's hovering. It's like it's starting to it's slowly coming down right next to really where Ghostblade would have fallen. Gimlet, I need another Constitution saving throw as you are now inhaling all of this white smoke.
Again, Gimlet would be breathing through the bag. He's like trying to cower from this.
It's getting in through your eyes.
He wouldn't be peeking. He's just trying to cover. So it's a 10.
On a 10, Gimlet falls unconscious after thinking, wait, there's a hole in this bag.
It was like, there's going to be checks until you fall unconscious.
Yep. It's
And
like
with that-
David was gonna Constitution throw you until you got there eventually.
On a day like today, when something is about to happen, yes. Because all of you kind of lose track of time. You're all asleep. You don't know how long you've been asleep. And you find yourselves coming to, and there's this kind of musky smell and the sound of dripping water coming from somewhere. And as you're waking up, you find yourself surrounded by metal bars and what looks like wooden floors and wooden walls that have curves to them as you find yourselves on the brig of a ship.
Well, this is not ideal.
The brig.
You are
I've
all
never
in
been in a brig before. This is a new experience.
Lima
there a
instantly
sign that
turns
says
to her
brig?
like her seafaring attitudes, which gets a little bit more gruff. So she's like, we need to find our way out of here as quickly as possible.
Hey, wait a second. Do you guys see, is that the Mirage, or is there another person sitting in the other cell over there?
What are you talking about? Lima turns.
There's a person over there.
Are you sure it's a person or is it a pig?
Nobody. Do you see the person over there?
Do I see the person over there?
You very clearly see that there's a person over there who we can go ahead and bring on our special
He's
guest.
trying so hard.
Look at the person over there. 25 minutes, person's been sitting there waiting. Holy crap. No, we're going to avoid the sleeping dust. I'm breathing through the bag.
Well,
Who is that?
we would like to welcome our special guest. For those of you that also follow the video game side of the channel, this is, of course, Tie Guy Travis, the ignominious video game reviewer for little-known website IGN, and my fellow co-host of the Season Gaming Bitcast on Sunday mornings. Travis, thank you for joining us on Lawyers and Dragons. Who are you, and
Thank
why are
you.
you in a brig of an airship with us?
I am in a brig of an airship. I guess I'll let my character explain, but excited to be here, and thanks for being on the show. So my character is dressed as a wannabe nobility, essentially. Like if you know anything about fashion, you would know that he doesn't know anything about fashion, but he clearly wants you to think that he does. He also is holding a gavel, and he's hanging out in jail, seemingly, and he's very nervous about this as well. So that's my character. He's very
Hey.
frantic in his cell.
Hey, you over there? Can you see me? Can you see me?
Can I see you?
You see a
Why,
black
yes.
cat talking to you.
Oh, wow, he's a cat. Okay. A cat that's had his hands ripped off? Did I understand that part correctly?
No.
No,
I
he's
didn't-
just
No,
a
that was
cat.
a giant bat
He's-
creature.
He's a combination of green and black at the moment. He's a small little cat.
Okay.
Yeah.
An evil cat.
No. What would make you think Hardy is evil?
A lot of
Chaotic
cats he does.
neutral.
It kind of sounds like Dracula, but I mean, that's the impression
You
I
see,
got, but-
that is
Wait,
kind of
hold up,
compliment.
hold
He said
He sounds
said,
like
"I
the
sound like
insult comic
Dracula."
dog. Have you seen the insult comic dog? That's
Yes,
what he
he-
sounds like.
Yes.
Yeah.
What am I to
that's
poop
what
He does.
Yeah, so my character tries to compose himself and I guess steps forward in his bars and tries to play it cool, which he's quite good at doing. That's his thing.
Well, you look like a friend. So what brings you here?
Everyone looks like a friend to you. Every
I am,
single thing.
Yes, of course. I am very much a friend. It's nice to meet you all. I'm Captain Leox Fraud, Esquire, and well, I was just came down here for a long rest, to reset my spell slots and all that. Good for the bones. Good for the quite good.
You're the captain?
Is Fraud your
Yes.
given name, or did you give yourself that? Did someone give you that, or did you?
I come from a long line of frauds. The fraud family is well and respected in this region. We are quite good, us people. Mm-hmm. Yes, very, very good.
I
couldn't
trust
help
this
but-
almost immediately.
I feel like this one's warning labeled.
I couldn't help but notice the Esquire. Do you have your letters?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ESQ
My
at the
character
end of his
is-
name.
Yeah, my character is trying to go along with this, but does not understand what letters he's referring to.
He's just starting to say the alphabet. A, B,
Mhm.
C, D.
I've got all my letters accounted for, including the ones in my name.
Well, this is excellent. We find ourselves in a bit of a sticky wicket, and we could certainly use counsel.
I'm more than happy to oblige. I've served as a legal counsel to kings and queens, nonetheless. So I should suffice, I would hope.
We do get ourselves into this jam fairly often.
Oh, good. Yes. Well, how can I help you?
Well, I'm a little unclear. Can you get out of your cell?
Surely, yes. Eventually, once I'm done resting up, need my vigor restored. But I'm sure we will be out of here.
They make pills
Right
for
quick.
that.
Did
Do
you
they?
did you choose to be in here, or did someone put you in here?
Well, I've yes, about that. I suppose it's quite complicated. I hired some help, and perhaps I did not choose my employ as wisely as I should. And well, they took my sleeping powders that I take at night to go to sleep, and I suppose they used it rather against me. And
How much do you need to go to sleep? They covered a town with that.
I was going to ask the same
they
thing.
what? My powders! No.
Excuse me.
It's
are you
okay. There's
wearing
a
hat?
wake up powder somewhere here.
No,
Now my
that all
character
went
is
to
very
that
distraught about his
big,
powder.
large white house down the road.
That is a deep cut, Gimlet. That is certainly a deep cut.
I'm still unclear. Are you wearing a hat, Captain?
Yes, I am wearing. My character's wearing a hat. A big captain's hat.
Could you
Is there
please
is there a feather in it?
could you please pass the hat through the bars?
How did I? Yeah. I knew
You want my hat?
he
I
has a
love
thing.
hats.
I'm well, but it's my hat. It's what makes me a captain. Without this hat, who would I be?
I think
A
you're
fraud.
still
Still a
captain
fraud.
without the
You're
hat.
still a fraud without that.
He doesn't have the hat. He's nobody.
I pass along my hat, but suspiciously, not suspicious of him. I don't do it suspiciously. I hope.
Oh, this is wonderful. All right. See, now, Hardy, get in the hat.
What you're putting me in the hat?
Yeah, get in the hat.
Cat in the Hat.
It's a cat in the hat.
Are you playing? This is a silly joke, is it not? It's a silly joke. You're playing jokes on Hardy again.
No. You just get in the hat, and we're going to take care of you.
Very reluctantly gets in the hat, like putting the one paw over, then looking at you, and then finally
Judging.
climbing into the hat. Yeah, judging.
What all do we have? Like, did they take all of our stuff?
You see that there is a table. That's a great question. You see that there's a table outside that has all of your stuff on it.
You know what's really cool about having a friend that's a cat? We're in this thing that has bars. Maybe the cat can get out of the cell and get the stuff that's on the counter or the table.
Gimlet also knows Mage Hand, which doesn't require a material component, and therefore just starts getting his stuff.
Hey Gimlet, can you pass me my stuff?
Everything
Well,
Gimlet
Gimlet
does me
here.
in a minute, busy getting my stuff. Are there
Hardy,
any keys or
can you
anything
go
like
get
that
the wake-up
around?
powder?
Gimlet, give me a perception check.
All right, that is where I am not. 14.
On a 14, you see that all of your stuff is sitting there. There's also like a nail on the wall with keys hanging from it.
Yeah, let's
Perfect.
grab those as well.
What is it? Did you want me to go and get some stuff? You know, it'll take me a long time. I have to do a trip there, a trip back. At which point, Gimlet's stuff is just levitating and floating to him like a conveyor belt.
Gimlet or Lima's gonna ask Gimlet if she can borrow Dismas while he's mage handing.
Dismas is not for eating.
No, not for eating, for helping. Maybe he can help.
He's
get my
only
stuff.
so on that.
Yeah, the helping part.
Hey, Captain Fraud. Who are the? Do you know anything about the rest of the crew here? Your crew? Captain Fraud has gone into another dimension.
Sorry. Yes, my crew. About that, you see, good work is hard to come by these days, and well, I've had to make do with some less than reputable types. They're good folk, on the whole, but they do have their fits.
Fits.
At which point, I need everyone to
was
roll a
good way of
perception
saying
check.
Nothing.
Perception.
Yay, perception check.
9.
20.
24.
I am
9.
perceiving things.
Gimlet and Ghostblade are about the same level today.
On a nobody with a 24. When he says they have their fits, nobody. You hear this kind of blood-curdling kind of screech coming from the top deck.
Ooh, it's hard not to hear that.
Oh, there's one of them now. That's Gary. Hi, Gary. We're just down here doing our. We'll be right up. Chip.
The screaming
Gary?
monster's name is Gary.
Yes.
Now that sounds
is-
like a friend.
He's very nice when you catch him on a good day. He hasn't
How
had
many
a good
good
day in
days
quite
does he
some
have?
time.
Yeah.
Well,
As a
that depends on.
percentage.
I think his mother likes him. I wouldn't know.
You'll then all hear the clanging and shattering of what sounds like weapons colliding with each other as there is some kind of scuffle going on.
Yes, just a training hour. I get it. Good job, boys. Keep fighting the good fight. Oh
Are
boy,
you sure you're the captain?
I am most certainly the captain of this
You-
here vessel.
If
You
you're
all
buying
hear-
what he's selling, I've got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn.
Now, wait a minute. I'm not always the first to figure these things out, but you're in a jail cell. You don't appear to know anything about everybody that's running this ship. Not that I don't believe you about Gary the Screaming Monster Man, but you're also not acting like a captain. And where's your hat?
Oh my god.
This is the guy who took it away.
I'm gonna waggle my gavel at him and be like, "You took my hat."
I have questions and concerns.
Gimlet, you now have the keys.
That's a bad sign if nobody has
Gimlet
questions and
is
concerns. I'm just
Gonna
gonna say.
open his cell and
We're all in the
Step
same
out.
cell. Mr. Fraud is in a separate cell. We're all in
Captain
one
Fraud.
cell.
right. So I'm opening the cell that we're in, stepping out, and then he'll just like hold up the keys. He's like, "Do we give this guy the keys? He's kind of suspicious." Just kind of
Well,
a look over, like,
I think we can, but I think we have to do something first.
What is that?
Now,
Captain's
Captain
just gonna
Fraud,
toss the keys to Ghostblade.
Captain Fraud, I want to get your consent on this, but we're gonna have to knock you out before we let you out.
Wait, what? Why? Why would you do that?
Because we don't trust you.
Why not? The frauds have been trusted for generations.
Please keep the
Exactly.
word.
That's how fraud works. Yes,
Yes.
it does depend on trust. And
Best name, honestly.
I think your options, Captain Fraud, are either knocked out or stabbed.
Okay, we're not gonna stab anybody. Ghostblade.
Really?
What is this?
'Cause I
You
stab a
don't
lot of
trust
things.
Captain Fraud? He gave you his hat. He's clearly the captain of the ship.
Yes,
Clearly
and
the
what's
captain of the
more,
ship.
if you, I guarantee you, I am a captain of the ship. The SS Charlatan, she is called.
Oh no.
Now you see,
Yes.
you're not gonna understand this fully, Captain Fraud, but I think you're the Hardy's blue cheese of ship captains.
I'm not familiar with the reference.
No, I wouldn't say so. Hardy, you know your blue cheese?
I understood the joke, but I don't think he's going to understand the joke.
Yeah, that's okay. That's
It's not
okay.
for him.
Look, I'll level with you guys if you don't knock me out, because I do think I could be of some use to you. I currently find myself in between mutinies, as it were, and it just so happens that the crew are mutant lizards.
I'm sorry, what?
They're mutant lizards. Well, let's just say it's cheaper to hire by the lizard full.
Lima, you ever had
you
deep fried
hired-
alligator tail?
You hired
No,
a
but it
group
sounds
of mutant
delicious.
lizards, and
I
Lima
hired
wants
a
to
group
eat
of-
them.
I hired a group of mutant lizards, and well, as part of a joke, I presume they put me down here for some time. But if you let me out, I assure you, I know the vessel quite well, and I can be of use. And I've almost never betrayed anyone.
See,
Very
almost never is a
convenient.
great track record.
See, I'm even willing to admit that I have betrayed someone in the past, as I'm sure we all have. But it is not my modus operandi.
That is big words. You've got letters. That's true.
So tell us about this mutiny. What happened?
Did you say mutant mutiny?
Yeah.
Yes, and it was so fitting. It just roll with it.
Oh, I'm sorry if it wasn't clear. I was spelling mutiny with an A, mutanti. Really?
Mutanti.
Yes.
Sorry, you have to
As
explain your
she's
spelling
sharpening
puns to
her
us.
as she's sharpening her knives and her all of her blades, getting ready to like meet these lizards.
And what is more, you may need me to keep the vessel afloat. I fear at this point in time, I've now been taking my long rest for long enough to where, the let's just say the those that fuel this ship are probably getting hungry, and it's time to feed them.
What is your
Or-
crew
Wait,
eat?
whoa. Fuel the ship? and
yes,
hunger
well-
and go on.
What is it fueled
Mutant
by, and what do they eat?
Mutant lizards are not one to remember their daily chores, and so I've been taking care of it recently. But the giant hamsters that run the ship on wheels, they need to be fed, or the ship will crash, and that's no good for anyone.
So
Are
this
we
isn't
sure
a
that we
magic
woke up from the
airship.
powder and we're just not tripping on shrooms right now? Like, what is happening?
I
Go-
can't
go s-
believe you
go s-
used my sleeping powder.
Ghostblade, give me a Constitution check.
I don't know what is happening right now.
Ghostblade's always getting into trouble with illicit
15.
substances.
On a 15, you know you're awake.
Damn it. Sorry.
Well, I think you should definitely let him out now. He has clearly told you all of the truths, and he
But he says he's a captain, and as best I can tell, he cleans up after mutant lizards.
I opened the gate. I just opened the door. I opened the door.
This
Captain
is
Fraud,
you
have been freed.
Ghostblade.
I have
take
the
my
keys.
hat back.
No, you can't have your hat back. It's currently holding Hardy.
I take
Plus
it
the
with
size
the,
disparity
with
between the
Hardy.
two of you.
Are you a big boy, a big lad?
Yeah, he's a big guy.
He is a big dude.
I am a giant red tiefling.
Oh, a demon boy.
You
very good.
reconsider taking your
Well-
hat back.
Then perhaps you and the mutant lizards will have something in common. Do you all know each other?
I don't know every mutant lizard, but we can probably be friends.
Oh, good. Yes. Well, I'll let you lead the way then.
At which point, you still hear that there is some kind of a scuffle going on up on the top deck, but now you begin to hear like these screechy voices say, "No, I am the captain now. No, I'm the captain now."
I love David's voice.
Oh, they're playing their little game. But it's fine. It's all well and good. Yes.
We should probably let him just kill each other for a little bit, right? Like just a couple minutes.
There's one thing I'm still unclear on, Captain Fraud.
Yes.
Did you direct the ship here, or were you already in the brig and they chose to come here? And do we know why there's an airship full of mutant lizards and you here?
Well, 1 second. He looks for his backstory. Well, actually, we are after this cat.
Artie?
Captain Fraud, are you reading this right now? Like physically
I
on a piece
what?
of paper?
No,
As you're telling
Are these
us this, you pulled
instructions?
something out of
no.
your bag.
What paper? Don't be silly. He puts the paper away.
Are you looking for Hardy?
Perhaps he may have had something to do with our current travails.
Are
So
you
he
working
is a
for
fraud.
the Prince? Or the Batman? Or Lady Sylvania?
Hardy, is anyone not looking for you? Can we find them?
Hardy is now laying back with his paws behind his head in the hat with his feet crossed. I don't know that they could go ahead and try to find me, but seems like people are having trouble.
Yeah, yes,
Really?
I believe
You're doing a good job.
he went around on television making jokes about all of these people. That's why they all want to find him. He's known as an insult comic cat.
He's Don
And
Rickles.
I think he's really offended quite a number of people in this kingdom, and they're all after him. Yes,
Tax evasion and insulting.
yes, I believe he offended Lady Sylvania on Letterman, and she's quite cross.
That must have been a long time ago. It was on-
As long as he doesn't laugh at his own jokes. Or
Holds a
ruin
grudge.
them.
She holds a grudge. Most certainly.
She definitely holds a grudge.
So you have some kind of bounty on our friend Hardy.
Well, not me per se, but the crew, they're quite cross, or yes.
Up on the top
Wait,
deck,
what?
you'll all overhear as the fighting kind of subsides. And okay, you can be captain. Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm going to use a thaumaturgy, and I'm going to throw my voice
Ooh.
and say, "No, I'm the captain."
Give me a performance check.
Performance. Didn't even know that was a check. All right. Oh,
Oh,
7.
As you,
Oh,
as the thaumaturgy works, and you all hear as his voice rumbles over the ship, but his voice cracks when he's saying "captain."
It does.
Who said that? Who thinks they're captain? I'm captain.
I, Gary, am captain.
Are you still thaumaturgy?
Yes. No, yes, I am. I'm not just saying it to the crew here.
Gary.
I am Gary. Someone else is named Gary.
Oh. I'm Captain Gary.
Now you just hear the scuffling of feet running around like crazy on the top deck now.
That'll get him.
I'm sorry. Do you have a plan, or are you quite out of your mind?
I don't know. We've been down here outside the gate of this brig for like the past 5-10 minutes. So
I find that not letting the mutant lizards organize is a good plan.
As soon as you say that, you hear absolute silence.
Good. I do appreciate your help with the union busting, but perhaps we should bust ourselves out.
You'll see that there is a ladder there that goes. That there's an open door above in the ceiling that you can climb out of this ladder.
sounds like a good way to get the head chopped off.
Ah, ladder door. Very dangerous. You go first.
I'll go first. I have no problem with this. Can I have my
Okay.
hat back? I feel like it'll bring the crew comfort to see their old captain back and about with his captain's hat.
is
that
comfort the right
possible?
word?
We should give him the hat. That way I suspect they will comfort by targeting him with whatever, and that's better for the rest of us.
I
Gimlet,
agree with Gimlet.
can you
Look,
just
I know how
magic
these
that?
lizards work. Okay, they respect authority, and they'll
Gimlet,
respect
do you
that I
have some
broke
way-
myself out.
Do you have some
Uh-huh.
way to make the hat magical so that we can make sure that Captain Fraud doesn't try to do anything suspicious?
Why would I do anything suspicious?
Maybe
Because
it's-
you're a fraud.
His voice gets incredibly high as he says that.
All right,
The short
Hardy?
answer is no, and the long answer is a more emphatic, drawn-out no.
Okay, Gimlet. You could just tell us you can't help. That's all right.
Oh, all right.
What is
I will give
Ghostblade
you
doing?
your hat back. Hardy, you can get on my back.
Very
I am
good.
Okay.
displaying a lot of skepticism and annoyance that nothing has been happening for the past 15 minutes, and I would like to poke this Captain Fraud to get him moving up those ladder steps.
All right. I'm going. Jeez, my word. All
Wow,
right.
Ghostblade! It seems like you had a very late night last night. Are you
Yes,
doing
yes,
okay,
yes.
buddy?
Someone gave me a powder involuntarily. It's not been a good start. So yeah.
I
To
turn
be
back
fair-
to
Sorry to hear
Armstrong.
that.
To be fair, he could have gotten the same effect by just handing it to you in a bag.
No, that stuff would have woken me up.
Oh, Ghostblade, hanging out at the White Houses, aren't you?
All right, my character has gone up the ladder. He is away.
Captain
the
Fraud
deck.
has gone up the ladder, and for all of you down in the basement, you see he seems okay. He climbed out.
Okay.
Look,
We wait
I'm
about
okay with
30
making
seconds.
friends with demon dogs, but I don't know how you guys can trust this guy. He's going to be gone by the time we get up there.
Well, that's why we've got to hurry up right after him. And then Lima's just gonna like climb up right after him. Like scramble
Lima's
up the
gone
ladder.
too. Lima's going to go eat mutant lizard.
She's
I
gonna
like your
shout
cat.
over her shoulder, like, "Yes, of course I am."
I'm gonna follow up because staying in the prison seems like the wrong place to be.
Good idea.
No, does nobody then climb up too?
Nobody is going to slowly climb up so that he can peek his head up onto the
Okay.
deck.
So Ghostblade, would you have gone before him?
I don't know. I'm contemplating whether Hardy needs a toss up onto the deck, like just a
We
little
can't
help.
just toss Hardy.
Yeah, what, are you kidding? Says the person who stuffs
on
in
the
the bag every
shoulder.
2 minutes.
Sure, we can. He's pretty light. He's totally tossable.
I meant more of the we shouldn't toss Hardy.
Oh, I
Rather
think
than
we've
can't.
sailed past shouldn't about like 6 episodes ago.
A season ago.
Basically, since we first met him.
As you
All
all get to the top of the deck, you look upon you realize you're flying very quickly. Like this ship is moving through the sky. And you see in front of you is this.
Oh, they're not mini turtles.
A group of all grotesque looking lizards. And
How
they
many of them
stand
appear
there.
to be teenaged?
Are they named after famous painters?
Quick, give them pizza. It'll keep them
They
distracted.
don't have shells.
They are all standing there, and they are all standing there together looking at you, and fraud. We have unionized.
Oh,
We
no,
are the
no.
captain.
Not this. Please, gentlemen, I told you it's just not realistic what you're asking for. A living wage? Please.
We want everything to be fair. As one of them steps forward.
All right. What are your demands? I will hear you out.
We equally get all of the gold.
Well, there's overheads. It's really not that simple. I mean, I've got expenses with a ship. We have to keep the hamsters fed. I have to replace my sleeping powder. Apparently, I've now found out you wasted an entire season's worth knocking out these ne'er-do-wells. And but yes, I've seen the light, and after my long rest, I'm prepared to come to the negotiation table anew.
Are we close enough to Captain Fraud to speak with him?
Oh yeah,
Now-
you guys are. So you guys are all on the deck. All of you are standing together. They are on the other side.
Captain, are you sure this is wise?
I'm sorry. What exactly is your concern? This is a whole lot better than being jailed.
Yes, I agree that it's better than we are not in a cage, but should we really be treating with a group as motley as this?
Yes, it is a good point. I suppose if you would enjoy being a scab and removing my previous employees, perhaps we could come to an arrangement where you serve as my new crew.
We're not a murder for hire team.
Oh,
Boss,
I didn't-
am.
We are a murder for hire team, but we're not crossing picket lines.
In fact, I would call them murder hobos.
I see.
Hi.
I see.
I'm a paladin called to a higher order, not a murder hobo.
Okay, well,
Murder
could you-
hobo.
you see
you've
if
got
your higher
proof of a
order-
murder in your bag right now. And
To be
you
fair,
don't
that was
seem to have a
self-defense.
home. Just to narrow this down.
To be fair, all of that was self-defense. We may have trespassed initially, but then he came back and came after us, and so he was the aggressor,
Right.
obviously.
So
How
could your
does this
higher order
self-defense
Wait,
keep
hang on.
happening to us?
Captain Fraud, logistically, do we need these little lizard people at all? Like,
Oh, certainly not. They are expendable as all. High
Okay.
heaven.
Expendables? What does that mean? It means he doesn't like us anymore. What do you mean he doesn't like us anymore?
Uh-oh.
And they're now like going back and forth with themselves.
I want to shoot
well-
one of them with my short bow.
Yes.
Lima, give me
I
a
like
perception
that
check.
idea.
All right. What am I going to perceive? Not too much. 13.
But even on a 13, you see that there's like this kind of commotion going on with them, where now they're like losing, they're losing their unity. But you hear a very, very loud noise coming from behind you towards
Okay.
the rear of the ship. Do you turn around
Okay.
and look?
Absolutely.
As you turn around and look, you'll be the first to notice giant hamsters running and powering these wheels that are spinning, and they're creating these little sparks of electrical current.
Okay.
And they look like this.
Aww.
Oh no.
Those are cute little guys.
Lima's
Action.
weakness.
They are massive.
She's
Like-
she's gonna go over to them and then want to like scratch it on the top of the head.
Can you get it?
yes.
Can Lima reach the top of its head?
No,
It's
they're
30
30
feet
feet tall.
Okay. She's gonna go and want to scratch his belly.
That's a 30
yeah,
foot
yes.
tall ham.
You're about to
Th-
get
that
eaten
one
by
that one is called Hamlet. She's one of the nicer.
Oh, Hammy.
Hamlet. What are the others named?
Yes, name
there-
them all right now.
I'm totally putting you on the spot. That's not fair.
No, I'll just name as many Shakespeare characters as I can.
Is that one over
Ophelia,
there?
and
Is that one over there named My Hammy?
No,
Moon over my
should have
Hammy,
named Hamlet.
actually.
Hammy.
yes.
Moon over my hammy. Hamlet. Ophelia.
Yes.
We're gonna get sued by Denny's.
This is a tragedy. This is a tragedy upon tragedy upon tragedy.
Wait, he means to replace us with those.
I'd like to shoot the one that's talking with
Yeah.
my bow right now.
Okay,
Now,
roll to
wait a
attack.
minute.
Mhm.
Like the one that just talked. I just want to hit him with my short
That
bow.
better not be Gary.
Yes, please. My character is gleefully
16
hoping
to hit.
A 16
Oh
hits.
no.
Roll for damage.
If 8 damage.
Look, they're going to replace us. They're going to kill us. As an arrow shoots through his throat.
Yep.
This is escalating very
Okay,
quickly.
so can my
Tracks.
character
There was
Try
just a whole
to-
lot of talking and a whole lot of complaining, and the lizard people just needed to start doing the not talking thing.
can my character use this as an opportunity to perhaps intimidate these mutants? I would like it right after the arrow goes through the mutant lizard's neck for him to
The timing.
stand forward and say, "Here's my opening offer."
Oh, you are brutal.
roll, yes, yes.
The
Roll
poetry.
for it.
Roll intimidation, I feel like.
Roll intimidation, which is
I
a
will-
D20 roll plus 3.
I
Fun
got
fact, this is why we
2.
actually have collective bargaining laws.
Yes, my character knows all about that. Of course. Yes.
And how to get
Mhm,
around them.
for sure.
My concern is that you keep referring to yourself as your character.
As he pulls out a sheet to remind himself who he is.
Sometimes I get confused. I rolled a 2.
On a-
Oh,
okay,
no.
So 2 plus 3, 5. And you say, "This is my opening offer." And this,
Mhm.
you got anything else? As the one falls and like kind of slides, dying, and then another one behind them bops him on the head. No, we're going to fight. Everyone, roll for initiative.
Oh no.
Look at that. We got almost an hour in without rolling for initiative.
I know. 17.
5.
9.
6. Yay.
Lima's excited. She's gonna go for some alligator tail.
Ghostblade,
I got
6.
I got a I
Yeah.
got a 6 as well.
Just the flat dice roll, or did
Yep.
you add the?
I do not see my initiative.
No, it's on the +3.
Okay. Thank you.
Gimlet
9.
was a 9. Okay. Okay, and with that, so combat begins as the one behind him bops him on the head. Says, yeah, I like to fight. At which point,
I wouldn't advise it.
one of them reveals this very large blunderbuss that he pulls out and lines it up and goes to fire it at Ghostblade, who just shot his buddy.
Oh no.
I can see this person. Can I uncanny dodge?
You can uncanny You see this first, this lizard picks up this massive cannon-sized gun and it goes to fire it, and it backfires and it explodes like a Wile E. Coyote gun.
Oh no.
Covering his face. What happened? I loaded it for you. What did you put in it? Sleeping powder. There's now sleeping powder coming up in front of him.
Is it a cloud over all of them?
It's gonna continue to spread. Laima, it is your turn.
Well, she's definitely not going to go into the cloud. She's gonna use her crossbow and shoot like the first guy that looks like he's like starting to get into a stance to attack us.
Okay.
And by the way, she's been scratching the belly of this hamster this entire time, so she has to stop scratching his belly and walk away and kind of go. This again.
Really, really hate to break it to you, but even with your height, you're not scratching its belly. You might be a little shy of the belly. You're not getting 30 feet up.
You know, we're not going to get into specifics.
I'm not.
She's
I'm
very
just
tall.
explaining logistically that she is not doing what she thinks she's doing.
She's a half elf. She's tall. It's fine.
Oh, Ghostblade.
That's
He
fine
has
of it.
to be the buzzkill.
Not for the hamster.
Oh, jeez.
Laima, it
Inappropriate.
is your turn.
Okay, so she's gonna shoot one of the lizards with a crossbow,
Okay, roll to attack.
and it's only an 11.
An 11 does not hit. You shoot a crossbow bolt, and it flies and goes a little wide, missing. Do you move? You do. Or do you do
Yeah. She's gonna like kind of run and dodge behind part of this like upper area that she's on where the hamsters are.
Now wait a
Okay.
minute. When we last saw the lizards, they were posing like they're on a new CW show.
That's
So
right.
Does,
Yes.
does a little wide mean that we get a different lizard that she wasn't aiming at?
Oh no,
fish
no,
in a
it would have
barrel.
gone wide around the. Also, they are very much moving around now.
They've spread out.
They've spread out. This is just they were doing their CW Lizard Knights pose, and now they have spread out into
Lizard
combat.
Knights, indeed.
And- yeah, look at them.
That's
They're
Yes.
going to win no awards. But it is their turn, and so one of them is going to run over and grab a rope and try to fling themselves around to close the gap between himself and Nobody. And as he lands in front of you, Nobody, he's going to roll to hit you with. Oh my god! I rolled 2 nat 1s back to back for the lizard.
Awesome.
This is like last week.
Oh my god. Yeah, Nobody, you see as this lizard grabs a rope and swings around to try to close the gap and is swinging over the ship and didn't have a good grip and very much slides off the rope and falls off of the ship.
Oh,
Well, that one's okay. So one down, or are there
Gimlet,
two
it's
down?
your turn.
Did the one that I shot die? How many are there?
Well, there's only 6 here that you would have seen. So there's 4 left that you would have
that we
seen.
would have seen, meaning there could be more.
And we don't
Yeah,
know
kill
how
me.
the giant 30-foot tall hamsters are dealing with this.
So
I
Gimlet's
I
just
can
gonna
go and
s-
comfort
hamsters.
Hamlet.
Gimlet's gonna stand back and say, "Gimlet's not is not a strike breaker. You're on your own on this one."
But trust me, the Super Mutant Animals Guild is up to no work. You should hate SAG. Trust me. What? I don't see what.
Gimlet will use a minor conjuration to make a little sign that says "fair wages."
Super Mutant Animals Guild. Wow.
Yes.
You're gonna look over, and Hardy is also holding a sign that says "fair wages," and then underneath it just says "only for me," but in small red paint.
Captain Fraud, what were you paying these guys?
Well, we hadn't quite gotten around to that part all just yet, but I assure you it would have been equitable at some point.
How can they be complaining if they haven't even had a pay period yet?
Exactly my point. Yes, they should wait and
That
see
is
how
Wait,
things
right
play
follow-up
out.
question. How long have they been working for you?
There you go.
Less than
I
a pay
mean,
period.
in the lifetime of the universe, all of time that we perceive is minuscule at best. I mean, a lifetime could pass in a blink of an eye.
Oh boy.
How many
Makes very
days?
good logic.
An eyelash
I-
in the lifetime of the universe. Okay.
Yes, precisely. And besides, my hamster friends here are more than happy to work day in and day out for no more than a bag of grain.
As you just hear of the very loud engines turning. And the hamsters running constantly, never stopping.
Ghostblade, I know you like murder, okay? We all know you like murder. And I like to help you get what you like. But maybe we shouldn't have just opened fire on this group.
Nobody's doing the art of the deal right now.
I think you are doing great, Ghostblade. I think you're doing
Thank you.
fantastic work, and I would suggest maybe more of it. Maybe 4 times more. Who knows?
I agree. That's yeah.
Captain Fraud, are you wearing boots?
Yes.
Can you please give me your boots?
Oh no.
I saw what happened when I gave you my hat, and I will not be giving you any more of my my embroideries of any kind. Thank you very
Gimlet,
much. Good day.
is there anything else you were doing on your turn?
No,
Or
I'm
you just
staying out of it for now.
just holding a sign. Okay, Captain Fraud, it is your turn.
Very good. My character is not much of a fighter, but I will attempt to put down this rabble myself. I'm going to hit them with my cane.
Been there.
As you step forward, roll. Go ahead
Actually,
and
can I change? Can I change that one? Sorry.
Sure, you can.
I'm going to step forward and offer this lizard his first paycheck by using coin toss. I'm going to strike him with gold. Yes.
Okay. How many gold pieces are you going to use?
Let's see. Make a ranged spell strike on a hit. They take 1d4 for every 10 pieces. Okay, I'm gonna throw 50 pieces.
You're throwing coins at him? Like
Yes.
Okay. I love this.
I'm gonna hit him with this first paycheck.
Yep. Just hit him with that money. Fair wages.
Yeah. Make it rain. All right. I lost the Google, but I'm gonna roll with a physical die here. If that's
Yes.
okay. Okay. Cool. I got a 16.
16 plus 2, which I didn't. That needs to be on there. So when you roll to attack, it's plus 2.
Okay.
So would you like to describe for us how you are presenting this compensation?
Yes, I'm gonna pull it out of the deep pockets of my coat and throw it right at the lizard's face with all force with the intent to kill.
A shotgun blast of coins.
Yeah, more sense.
I like to think that one of your attributes is deep pockets.
And as I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna wave my cane in his face, like, you wanted your money, there you go, bitch.
It's like John Hammond getting mad.
Oh, that's so bad.
This lizard's head's gonna blow off.
Would you like to roll all of the D4s, or would you like me to
Yes.
automate it for you?
Oh, go ahead and automate.
Okay, so as you step forward, Captain Fraud, you reveal you have 10 coins in your hand, 10 golden coins, and as you throw them forward, they take this kind of magical purple kind of hue as they impact the lizard, and it kind of just explode, making these firework sounds on impact. The creature takes 25 damage. And one of them just falls over from the impact.
No more head.
Wow. It's quite the skill set you have, Captain Fraud.
Esquire.
It is another lizard's turn, who's going to reach down and start. Oh, hey guys, we're getting paid. We're getting paid now. And he reaches down and starts picking up the gold that has remained there, and then stands back up. More gold with his hand out.
I'm gonna give him more gold if he asks for it. If you know what I mean.
More gold now.
Okay. I'm gonna
You
give
can't
him...
attack. You can't attack
Okay.
again.
Then I'll just let him use his turn that way.
And then, becoming frustrated that you're not giving him more gold, he is going to raise his sword and swing it at you.
Okay.
And he's going to roll with a 10. And that is more gold now. And he goes to swing and just like misses your nose.
These lizards are good at fighting.
And with that, it is Ghostblade's turn. Now, Ghostblade, you
Two
just
weapon
watched
attack.
this Captain Fraud Esquire just pelted gold at that other lizard and took him down, and then this other one
Really
stepped up to
impressed.
swing.
Where's the one that missed? No, the one that missed nobody flew off the deck.
Yeah, he's dead.
The one that's in closest proximity to me, is that the person that's near Captain Fraud?
That's right.
Okay, we're just going to go after him with the Soul Stealer 3000 and the dagger for 2 weapon attack. Let's see. So to hit with the Soul Stealer is a 20,
That's a hit.
and that's going to do 6. And then the dagger is a 18. And that's going to do 4. So 10 total.
10 damage. Go ahead and describe how you're attacking this lizard.
We're just going to try to impale with the sword, the long sword, then dagger across the throat if we can.
Okay. Yeah, you step forward and do a strike on this lizard, but he's still standing. You just kind of cut through him a little bit, dealing some damage. He still looks up. Why?
You know why? I don't know why. Why did I do that? Why do I do the things that I do?
Deception check. Deception.
You're deceiving yourself.
No,
deception.
Deception on the lizard.
Oh no, we are not deceptive today. It is 5. He does not
I know why. I don't have a clue. What do you mean I know why? I don't understand. Now I'm confused and bleeding. Nobody, it's your turn.
Okay. I have a question for the GM. Can the
Okay.
hamsters understand me?
Have you tried talking to them?
Hello, hamster. Can you understand me?
What is it that you want?
Oh no!
The hamsters are the smartest people on the ship.
Can't you see I am busy?
I can't. That voice. All right.
Please do not distract us. We are keeping the ship afloat.
Did you enjoy those belly rubs?
Why, yes, of course. Who doesn't?
Okay. I am going to cast command on
On
our
the
closest
hamsters?
hamster.
On the hamster?
Yes.
Is that a good idea?
Why?
What do you mean? Why?
Wait,
Why?
is that a good idea question? We're asking this now?
What do you?
I
Okay.
feel like that ship sailed.
You guys didn't see this coming the second he said, "Can I talk to the hamsters?"
I didn't think command which could fail and the ship engine blows out. I wasn't preparing for the engine blowout. But go ahead. What are you commanding?
Sabotage.
David is now broken. David is just dead.
All right, wait. Perspective. You approach the hamster and try to talk, and he's like, "No, I'm busy." And then you say, "Command sabotage."
I do.
What is the intended outcome?
The intended outcome of the sabotage is to lower the ship and reduce its speed so that we might egress rather than murder an entire lizard crew.
Well, so
I feel
maybe,
like we're gonna
maybe
lower
like
it
lower the
in
ship.
a
So your
horizontal angle?
plan is crash.
No, here's the thing, right? Command gives me one word. I have to be pretty specific with that word. I can't just say lower, or else David's going to be like, the hamster drops to its knees. I don't want that.
Yeah, but still, this is more likely to kill us all than get us a safe landing.
I appreciate your position, but I disagree. Sabotage.
So the creature needs to make a saving throw.
Yeah, it's a wisdom throw.
Please make it.
That's a
What's the roll I have to beat?
You got to get to a 15.
Hamster got a 13.
Oh no.
Okay, we're all gonna.
I'm very
die.
convincing.
What do you mean sabotage? And as you say that, it startles him, and without even realizing that he has now done what you have instructed, he has stopped running, and
no.
so sparks begin flying from that engine, which is trying to stabilize, and you just see that that side of the ship begins to
Oh no.
start to tilt. I need everyone to roll dexterity saving throws.
Oh no. Nobody.
Is Ghostblade on the floor right now?
16.
I gotta do
16 as well.
a dex save.
Yes.
11.
Oh no.
10.
Oh my god, one of my strongest attributes, and I throw a 10. Oh,
Gimlet?
16.
Okay. Lima?
16.
All of you succeed as the ship begins to dip and lean, and you see that all of the lizards that are there just kind of all slide together and are leaning against the side of the ship, making it a little bit worse.
lean with it.
Oh,
run
no.
with it. Lean.
We
with
need
it,
to get them
Russell.
off
Time
this
to
ship.
lose some extra weight, I say. Yeah.
Yeah, I will run to the other side of the ship.
You alone are gonna help with that.
As Captain Fraud has discovered, I'm a big boy. I'm going to run to the other side of the ship.
You run to the other side of the ship, where the other hamster is, and that is where you'll end your turn. We are back at the top. One of the lizards is going to come regain footing and start moving closer. Captain! I mean Fraud! I mean what do we call you now?
You call me Captain, he says with threat laced in his
No.
tone. Yeah.
How threatening does that come off?
Roll intimidation, which
There you
is 20 plus 3.
Nat 20. Nice.
Oh,
Okay, Captain. And you'll see that he was very much holding he's pulled a gun and he's holding it. And as you say, Captain, he's like kind of lowers it a little bit before
All right.
putting it.
I'm going to let him live. As I do, I'm going to look at his friend dead on the ground and say, perhaps you should have negotiated for health care instead. And then I'm going to walk away.
You know what? When the writers go on strike, it really impacts all of us.
What is health care? Anyway, Laima, it is your turn.
Laima is she's you know what? She's looking at this mass of lizards on that end that are like kind of lowering the ship even more on that side, and she's needs to lighten this load. So she's gonna throw a flaming sphere at them to try to bowl them off the ship.
Okay.
I think we can all survive this without murdering any more lizard people.
It says
Wait,
the
Laima's
person
already thrown
who
the bowling
almost
ball.
ran us into the ground.
Now, wait a minute. We are doing just fine. And we don't have to murder lizard people.
As the ship continues to decline.
All right. My character is going to run up to Hamlet, the saboteur, and try to get him back into his regular form that we love him so much for. Sorry, her.
On your turn, yes.
Yeah. Fine.
Laima, roll to attack with the.
It's actually
Or is it
a
a save? It's a
dexterity
save?
throw. Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
it
you
needs
hurl
14.
You,
It's a 5-foot diameter sphere of fire appears in an unoccupied space of your choice within range and lasts for the duration.
Wait,
Any
On a
creature
wooden
that-
ship.
is this a wooden
It's
boat?
crashing
It is
in
a
the
wooden
air.
ship. Yeah, it's
It
a
is.
wooden.
It's okay. I've got
We-
water powers too. It's
You
fine.
gave me a lot
You're
of
fine.
crap for my turn, but you're firing a flaming bowling ball down a wooden ship deck.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
and
I imagine
get
it's
yelled
flying,
at for being
not rolling.
imprudent for stabbing things.
Wait,
No,
Laima,
flaming
are
sphere
you
rolls.
rolling it?
Flaming sphere rolls.
she's-
It doesn't
she's gonna-
fly.
Well,
It
she's
doesn't
gonna,
have
she's
the
gonna
ability
toss
to
it.
float.
She's gonna
Oh
toss
well,
it.
if you
gonna-
do the bowling ball thing where you toss it and it could like damage the floor,
Yeah,
like,
no,
you
no.
could
It's
do
not.
that.
It's not. She's not gonna roll it on the floor. She's gonna kind of like
Lob it.
Like, yeah, she's gonna like like a basketball
okay.
shot.
I need a strength check. The basketball, this bowling ball.
Oh, strength check. Okay. It's a 20.
Yeah, on a 20, you realize that this is a lot denser than you had thought. And as you try to raise it more, it gets heavier, but like you're still able to double-handed toss it, which very abruptly lands and continues moving in the direction that you pointed it in. And one of them fails. So as the ball hits them, you see the two of them kind of get jostled a little bit, but one of them just falls over the edge.
Perfect.
Roll for
Perfect.
damage for the two that saved.
All right.
I think it's half damage, right?
It
Oh,
is so
chat
a
wins.
fireball damage is a 26.
Read the description. I think it says there if it's half or not.
Each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a dexterity saving throw. A target takes 8d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay.
Okay, so it's 13.
So you see
For
that
one.
two of the two of them there that were impacted are currently ignited.
All right.
As long as
so
they're in that pit.
should I roll damage for each one of them, or
No, you just take that. I just have
got it. Okay.
it's easier.
I really
With
did
that,
want that alligator tail.
And then Lima's gonna be like, roasted lizard.
It's disturbing, Laima. It's disturbing.
there is only now so what you could see is that there's one in front of Captain, and then there's the two there that are on fire, and that is it from these. And With that, it is Gimlet's turn.
How stable does the ship seem?
Not.
It's tilted. It's on fire.
About as stable as all of us.
It's losing altitude.
Gimlet is going to
That was
cast
the idea.
Fly on Gimlet.
Hardy jumps onto your shoulder, still holding the sign and then waving it. Fair wages for me. Fair wages.
We don't pay Hardy.
As you
Man after my own heart.
as the ship is continuing to decline to lose altitude, but Gimlet, you find yourself just like staying in place as the ship is lowering beneath you. So you're flying.
Gimlet's gonna just like, hey, let's get away from the crashing ship and sit there with a sign floating in air for the fair wages sign.
Gimlet, we should sing. We're flying around falling pirate ship. I feel like this is song possibilities. Like, I don't know, like what did they say in that Panist Peter movie?
Kat, you've got two options. Option number one, you can stay and ride on this. Option number two, you can sing. They are mutually exclusive options.
Butterfly in the sky. I could go twice as. Ah!
I feel like the ship should have Bluetooth speakers.
Am I the only one imagining Hardy's got a little cigar dangling out his mouth at all times? Just me here.
Now I am.
Yeah.
In times like this, yes. Especially when he decides to put on like a little Hawaiian shirt.
when he cosplays. It is Captain Fraud Esquire's turn. The ship is still losing atmosphere.
I'm going to do what I do best and try to get my unpaid employees back to work. So he's going to go over to Hamlet and rectify that situation, forsooth.
Captain, it is you. They've let you out.
Yes, I'm afraid I'm quite in charge, and I've missed you greatly, my lovable little lump. And he starts rubbing Hamlet's leg.
It is very kind of you, Captain.
Captain Leox Fraud Esquire is not a sentimental man, but there are a few things he does care for, and one are his sentient 30-foot hamsters. He's quite proud of them, and so he's going to lovingly pat this Hamlet and hope that she can get back to work. Is there some kind of roll I can make to persuade, or is the magical effect insurmountable? What's the?
So you could go ahead and roll charisma.
Okay, I have that.
You do have.
That's about all I have. I got a +3. I'm gonna roll. I got 6. I tried. I tried, y'all.
Very charismatic, but it's not working today.
Damn it.
Captain, I feel that as if that person over there who told me to sabotage, I may have pulled a hamstring.
Yes.
Hammy pulled a hammy.
You're all hamstrings, and it's not your fault. I'll deal with the real problem. And I turn, and I'll do that my next turn.
And with that, the hamster is going to get up and start walking, but it's not generating enough electricity to reignite the engine.
Damn it. Oh, the charlatan! My ship!
Kind of like moving as quick as Hamlet can, but Hamlet's moving a little slow. Is there anything else on your turn? You still have an action.
Oh, I have an action.
You do have an action.
Can I dissuade nobody in some form? I've
luck.
got.
I don't know. Can you?
Oh, he's stupid. Okay, yeah, I can do stuff. I will.
That's a little personal, really.
Well, I'm getting the vibe from him that he's got a childlike kind of
Disposition.
Disposition, yeah. So I'm gonna use
My
silver.
childlike wonder is an asset.
Yeah, I'm
Ooh.
sure. I'm sure your mom tells you that a lot. All right. I'm
Aw.
gonna use Silver Tongue Strike. I will distract Hoeg by making a fast-paced, confusing dialogue full of half truths and falsehoods, making him have to succeed a wisdom throw or be stunned until the start of his next turn. So I'm effectively going to try to stump
Disable
up
him.
nobody by being a fast-talking car salesman that I am, used car salesman. So can I
I'm
do
gonna have
that?
to ask
as
that
my
you do it
action?
before I throw a wisdom saving throw. I want to see
Yes.
this in action.
Mr. Nobody, I don't know if you know much about aeronautics, but allow me to explain in great detail. And then I will do that and try to just confuse him to make him seem like he's wrong. And also I'll talk about like the relativity of like paying people versus the joys of hard work as a reward in itself and yada yada, so on and so forth.
Wisdom save 24.
Oh
God damn
no.
He's wiser than I thought.
And with that, you attempt to dissuade and stun nobody, but he is alas not stunned by your silver tongue. However, he does not know you were casting a spell on him.
Great, thank you.
He is unaware.
He just
And with
thinks you're
that,
full of crap.
Mhm.
I've
it
studied
is-
airships.
with that, the lizard that was the one with the pistol that was going to shoot Captain Fraud runs away towards the north side of the ship, the front of the ship,
The bow.
and opens a door. Thank you. Okay, and opens the door and steps
front.
inside,
No.
closing the door as there is there's a doorway there.
So I would know what part of the ship he's running to, correct?
You would know that those are the captain's quarters.
God damn it, I knew it. Gary.
Was that Gary?
Yeah, that's Gary. I'm gonna say that's Gary. Can we say that's Gary?
You could say that's Gary.
Yeah. So canonically, my character calls all of them Gary. He does.
I
not
was just
know
gonna
any of their
say that would be
names.
great.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
great if all of them were named Gary.
He is not. He is not. They didn't come with names, and he didn't bother giving them any. So they're all Gary to him.
What a terrible employer.
It is Ghostblade's turn. Ghostblade, to recap, the ship is falling, and there is
he
two
an
lizards
employer
that are
if he
on
hasn't
fire.
paid them?
I don't know what to do. The chaos is. This is too much chaos for me.
And as you say that, you look up as a cat lands on your face that was singing and
God,
falling
Artie.
through the air. Oh, sorry, as he's pushing all over your face, climbing down you. Sorry.
He's
My
getting
mistake.
scratched on his face now.
Well, it's okay, just a flesh wound.
Did I
Hey,
see
how
the,
you
did
doing,
I see
buddy?
the lizard go into the captain's quarters?
Yes.
I want to go after that guy. Can I get there?
Mostly so you can
You
go into
get
the
there.
captain's quarters.
Yeah, I want to go to the captain's quarters. I just want to absent myself from a lot of the just whatever's happening. So I'm gonna go to the captain's quarters and try to dispatch the last lizard.
Okay. You open the door.
I sneakily do.
Roll a stealth.
Like, because
check.
I know that they have like guns, shooty things. So I swing the door open while I'm behind the jam.
Okay, roll for stealth.
Roll for stealth. 14. What the heck is with the rolls?
He is a stealthy one.
On a 14, you open. Are you like creaking the door open to see into peek inside?
Yeah, kind of just being sneaky about it.
As you do that, you see inside that this is a very nice and well decorated captain's quarters. Lavish desk, lavish items. Seems like there's collections of different things here, like artifacts and things that
Don't
are
touch-
worth a lot of money.
Don't touch
More
my
than
trinkets
able to
and
pay his
bubbles.
workers.
Don't you dare touch my trinkets or
Don't get
bubbles.
distracted, Ghostblade.
And as you're looking
Really?
around, you can't be distracted for too long because you see that there is a gigantic lizard there who seems to be putting on some kind of a harness, and that other lizard that ran in that you chased is now climbing on top of that to sit on his shoulders while holding a crossbow.
Wait, is this Master Blaster?
You see that there are
So-
2 lizards inside. One of them is gigantic,
One is gigantic.
like 12 feet tall,
12
big
feet.
and brolic.
Awesome. Any chance I can attack this guy
You could
after
try.
all of that movement?
Yeah, you're stealth. They don't know you're there. They're just like getting ready to come and attack.
Would you say that I'm stealthy enough to sneak up on this person who's
You are
you
walked
into
currently
it.
outside the room.
well?
If you
okay,
were,
fine.
you will have to roll a stealth check to get inside the room.
Then I want to do that. I want to get inside the room stealthy.
Okay, roll stealth check.
28.
Whoa.
You are stealthy.
The music suddenly
Alright.
goes to like doot 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 doot
All right.
doot.
So now that I'm stealthily inside the room, can I sneak attack the giant guy?
You advance upon the giant guy and go ahead and roll to attack.
Soul Stealer is that's 20 to a hit for the Soul Stealer.
That's it.
And then that is going to do 6 damage. Then the dagger, 11 to hit. It's probably a miss.
11 is a miss.
Yeah. But the sneak attack gives me 19 damage in addition to the 4 or whatever the first one was.
Okay, what's total?
God, what was that first one? I feel like the first one was like 4 damage. Call it 23.
Okay, and as you sneak inside and you just go to strike at him, and you deal enough damage where you visibly see that there is blood, but this giant lizard just turns and looks at you and says, "No, I am the captain, and you will die," as he puts on his own captain's hat, which you can tell is significantly smaller than his head. And against the wall, there is a whole setup of captain's hats, and there's 2 empty spots. So he has very much taken one of Captain Fraud's hats.
Tiny
and
little hat on his head.
yeah, it's a tiny little hat on a very large lizard.
He says,
and-
look at me. I am the captain now.
I am the captain now. And he is going to, on his turn, he's going to try to. I'm sorry, Ghostblade, he kicks you with a 19.
That hits.
And you're going to take 9 damage as he
Ooh.
retaliates and kicks you in the gut.
That was a kick, man.
That's frustrating.
Nobody, it is your turn. You are still up on the deck next to the other hamster,
How close
Ophelia,
am I to Captain Fraud?
15 feet. Within 15 feet.
Captain, get over here.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
I'm actually quite busy with Hamlet over here. You see, she's in a kerfuffle.
Hamlet is
This one.
doing what she's supposed to be doing.
Captain, I am almost ready to run again.
Well, she is quite literally not doing what she's supposed to be doing. She
I have
needs to
stretched
be-
it out.
Thank you very much, Hamlet. You're loved. Know that you are loved.
And that should just dispense with all of your need for compensation or other creature comforts.
Captain
You're the one who
Fraud.
started murdering the strikers. So
Captain Fraud.
Yes.
I need an understanding.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of lifeboats, parachutes, speed wings do we have on this ship to get us all off of it if we were to descend at a rapid pace?
None whatsoever.
You don't have any rescue or emergency equipment on this ship.
No.
It's very funny that you asked that now, after you convinced the hamster to sabotage the ship.
Oh, go
Yes.
get kicked by a lizard man.
I did. I'm doing that.
They're having this conversation telepathically from across the ship, of course.
So, Captain Fraud, what do you do if there's a emergency?
Well, I hadn't planned on there being an emergency.
Yeah, people rarely do.
Were you calling this ship unsinkable by any chance?
It has nothing to sink in. It's quite literally unsinkable. It's in the air.
How close are we to a body of water?
Do you look down?
How much do I know about navigating an airship?
Yeah, history check. Nobody.
Y'all are constantly keeping me on my toes. 19.
Oh.
On a 19, you can absolutely confirm you know nothing about piloting an airship. You know without a doubt that you cannot pilot an airship.
All right. I would like to look at Ophelia and say, hello, Ophelia.
Oh, Ophelia.
Oh my God.
Good. Good.
High
Thank you
five,
for the
Rob.
compliment.
Wait,
You say hello to the other hamster. There
Hello,
is no
Ophelia?
response as this other hamster is running as fast as they can
Oh,
to try to
no.
compensate for the busted engine on the other side.
Oh,
Man.
no.
I cannot talk now. I must run.
Command.
Oh, no.
No.
Pilot.
What's the word?
What
Pilot?
does that mean?
I'll pilot. I mean, you can have me pilot.
Pilot.
It's when a show hasn't been greenlit for a full season, so you get.
I'm looking for the hamster to drive the ship.
How would the hamster drive the ship?
I-
It's 30 feet tall and knows how to run on a wheel.
Look,
I don't
And needs to run on
understand
the wheel
the
or everything
command.
crashes.
you don't understand the command. All right, we'll try an easier one, Ophelia. Stop.
No.
Oh no. Okay. Ophelia is rolling the wisdom saving throw.
I'll see you guys on the ground.
Yes.
I think I've got a better route to get there, though, than you do at this point.
Ophelia rolled a 7.
No.
She needed a 15.
We're all
What do
going to die.
What do you mean?
You're all
Stop.
gonna die.
We're not going to die. Captain Fraud, pilot this ship to the nearest body of water.
Oh, good. You're gonna drown.
Both engines have stopped. The ship is now free falling.
It's
You
gonna be okay,
can't
though.
navigate it if the engines are good.
Just because it's in the air
Doesn't
doesn't mean
fail.
it can
Your
float
engine can
on
fail.
water.
It
I'd
is
also-
free
I'd also
falling
like to-
slowly.
How do you free fall slowly?
Like in Final Fantasy 16, where you're falling forever.
It is a long way.
It is a long way.
It does have sails. It's not.
Yes,
That's
It is
true.
aerodynamic.
Yes,
and
I would like to release the ties on the masts to allow them to rotate freely above the ship.
All right.
You're
This is
now-
the part where me not being a real captain comes in to play.
Oh, no.
This is going to be very difficult because I have no skills to aid me in such a feat, but I will try nonetheless.
Captain Fraud, give me a wisdom check.
Yes,
You promised
sir.
us you were a captain.
I did.
And his
I
name
lied.
is literally Fraud. You.
I rolled a 16 and I have +1, so 17 total.
On a 17, Captain Fraud, you as you're looking around and trying to figure out and feel like nobody is putting everyone's lives in danger, you notice that there is a wheel there, an old-fashioned wheel with what looks like some kind of controls there. They don't look like they're in the greatest condition, but they are certainly some kind of control panels there for you to use. What do
Very
you
good.
Oh,
Dude,
cool.
I'm going
buttons.
to go over to those controls and pretend like I'm interacting with them while I grab
no.
the secret only
Oh, no.
parachute that's on this thing and strap it to myself.
He's got a
Oh,
parachute.
no.
You'll all see as well. I'm sorry. No, only nobody will see it. Nobody give me a perception check to see if you actually do notice this.
Oh, all right.
As the stopping of Ophelia would have been happening at the same moment.
20.
Yeah, on a 20, you turn around and you'll see that Captain Fraud has put on a backpack and locked himself into it and is standing there amongst all of these control panels and devices.
Toodaloo.
I leap at him and grab his legs.
And you will have to wait until your next turn to do so, as it is Laima's turn.
Oh no!
Laima sees this. She sees the whole putting on the parachute business, and he's standing over by the wheel, and she just goes, oh, "No, you didn't!" And so she runs over, and she's gonna kind of like high kick him to like make him stop moving, so he kind of falls to the floor, and then she's gonna grab the wheel and be like, "Clearly, we need someone who actually has some captaining experience," and she's gonna try to right the ship.
That's a whole lot of stuff that has to go right.
That's a whole lot of stuff, but the ship is falling. So I need you to first make a dexterity saving throw to see if you could stand on your feet as you're moving in his direction for that high kick.
Oh no. Okay. It's going to be a 16.
On a 16, you are able to maintain balance as you move in his general direction.
Okay.
Now go ahead and roll a basic attack.
Okay.
Or there should be an option on there.
For, you mean under actions? Like an unarmed strike?
That's it.
Okay. It's going to be 14.
A 14 does hit Captain Fraud. Roll for damage.
Okay. Let's see.
PvP enabled.
So it's going to be a 2. I rolled a 2 for damage.
Captain Fraud, Laima comes charging at you and kicks you where? In the face?
Just like squarely in the chest to make him fall on his back.
You get kicked in the chest for 2 damage, but you don't fall on your back as it's not enough, but the brunt of that definitely hurt.
Okay.
She's like, "That's for not paying your guys enough." And then she grabs the wheel.
Enough at all.
Didn't you just hit him with a flaming bowling ball?
You were the
It's
guys who.
Only because they've been attacking us. That's the only reason why. But she's still kind of
was in
like
free fall. What are you gonna do with the wheel? There's nothing to control. There's no thrust. There's no power. We're
Laima
falling.
is now holding the wheel. I imagine it spinning it.
She's doing stuff with the sail to try to like increase the drag to sort of slow things down a little bit.
I don't even know what a roll is for that.
It's like the rule. The roll is no.
Don't worry about it.
I need a D20 luck check.
Is there?
That's not an. That's a flat D20.
I'm like, is that a thing? Wait, you really want me to roll something?
Oh yes, yeah. Roll
Right
D20.
now, you're trying to pilot a
Just a
ship
minute.
that's not pilotable.
Now,
Okay.
Ghostblade, we don't know the mechanics of flying an airship
It's a
powered by
3.
hamsters.
That is
gonna work.
correct.
Well, we know enough with a 3.
You're just waving the wheel back and forth and trying your best to move things as you continue falling. And it is Gimlet's turn. Gimlet, you are now at least 30 feet in the air, hovering above the ship, which is continuing to decline. What do you do?
Can I see that he's putting on the parachute?
Roll an investigation check.
All right. Investigation. Nat 20.
Oh,
You very much see as Captain Fraud is put on a backpack.
All right. Well, I don't actually have the spell I was hoping I did memorized. Let's summon Dismas, and I'll just tell Dismas,
backpack.
there's a treat in it for you if you can get me that. And he points to the backpack.
You're going to send your familiar to fall.
We have somehow
My
invited
familiar is
more
a
chaos.
flying monkey.
He's got wings. He's
Dismas
fine. He'll be fine.
flies. I'm sending him to get the parachute.
David, when you woke up this morning, did you see today going this way?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
And other than that, he'll just get some oil out and a match, because if Fraud is jumping off in the parachute, I'm setting that on fire.
Oh, this is common guest star on Lawyers and Dragons, folks. You might make it out alive.
I knew what
You
I was
might
getting
fall
into.
to a fiery death.
All of our guests have made it out alive. Even
So far.
Nate.
Oh, Nate is a really, really nice guy. Really powerful. Nate's the great buddy. What a nice fella.
Nate would have crashed this ship already.
Nate would have helped the lizards get better pay instead of killing them.
Accurate.
So you summon Dismas and send him flying down, at which point Captain Fraud, Esquire, you're going to see that there is a 3 or 4
Incoming
feet
flying monkey.
tall flying monkey that is now descended upon you in front of you with its wings flapping, and it just goes to unclick the lock that you have attached to yourself there, and he's gonna roll.
Come on, Dismas. Theft is what you do best.
Coming at you like a spider monkey.
Oh my god, he rolled a nat 20 to unclick the lock you're wearing.
Oh, you're doomed.
The backpack is gently loosened, but you still are wearing it. And with that, he unclicks it and then looks back up at Gimlet and just
Bring it here. I mean, I think Find Familiar lets me communicate with him telepathically, so it'd be like, get the backpack.
he is still very much looking for verbal and facial recognition.
Gimlet will give him a thumbs up, but also be telling him, get the backpack, and probably also shouting this.
Captain Fraud, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw. Or that's
Yes,
a
sir.
dexterity check.
This is a saving throw, you say?
Well, yeah, so it's +2.
Excellent.
How is it +2? He's walking around with a cane.
I think
He's
that
got the
cane is more
dex.
aesthetic.
That's how Dungeons and Dragons works, Rob. Numbers mean nothing. That's why there are other systems being invented that run better than this.
Just don't teach me these things.
I rolled a 15.
On a
So
15.
+2, 17.
So you watch as the flying monkey very gently and calmly just unclick that little latch, and communicates with Gimlet, and then looks back at you and goes to just try to pick you up by your shirt and try to fly you off the ground to bring the
I'm okay with
backpack
that.
to Gimlet. But you don't get off the ground very far before you just kind of, you're too heavy for him, and he ends up dropping you. So you're fine. You land back on your feet. You're okay.
Okay.
And with that, it's Captain Fraud. It's your turn.
Can I click my latch and pull the plug? Get the heck out of here.
You click the latch and pull the plug, and
Sweet. Bye, guys.
you'll see as he begins paragliding away to safety, away from whatever this is, as Captain Fraud Esquire escapes the ship, which continues to fall. Captain Fraud, you have exited combat. Ghostblade, it is your turn. Ghostblade, you're still inside the ship.
I know. I have to
You're
dispatch this
inside that
person in front of
cabin.
me.
Yes.
Well,
and you have Hardy
yeah.
with you.
I have Hardy with me. Okay.
Yeah, because
Well,
he landed on your
that's
face.
It's true. Hardy, do you want to finish dispatching this guy, or do we just get out of here and summon Nightwind?
You should just summon Nightwind and get us out of here. We're free falling. Looks like nobody knocked out the other engine. I think we should just go. Nightwind
hate this
flies.
idea.
We can fly.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Let's summon Nightwind and just let's powder puff this this lizard with some glitter and just see if we can't get out of here.
And as you're saying this, Ghostblade, give me a quick perception check.
What am I perceiving?
More
10.
parachutes.
10.
On a 10, you just see in the corner of your eye that there's someone else moving around in the room, but you don't clock who it is.
Well, I would like to turn my head that direction and investigate a little bit.
As you turn and look, you look away, you'll see very clearly Anukan is saying, no. Anukan's standing there. Kill him. Take him out. He's
Fine.
vulnerable now.
All right. Sorry, Hardy. My magical invisible friend told me that I have to kill this thing.
Please put me down before I need to leave. All right, I'm gonna go and get in nobody's bag because you a crazy person talking to the voices told you to kill him. I can't believe this. Oh, jeez.
Hardy's cigar falls out of his mouth and shock.
Oh,
Hand off
Icing
screen, puts
dog.
another one back in, you know?
All right. I guess we got to attack this. So 2-weapon attack on the big guy.
Yes,
That's a 22 to hit
that's
with
a
the
hit.
dagger. That's going to do 7 damage. And then the Soul Stealer is 9 to hit. Ugh.
You miss with the second attack, but go ahead and do it with the first.
It was the damage on the first was 7.
Okay. And as you go with that sword, you slash upon this other creature. He falls back as that was enough to take him out. And as he's be falling backwards, you're seeing that there's blood coming from that wound. And it seems like some kind of a reddish energy. While the blood is green, you're seeing that there's this reddish magical energy that seems to be being pulled into your other blade, even though it wasn't even the one that did the killing blow. And with that, he
Okay.
falls back onto the other lizard who goes, ah, and is totally squished. With that, nobody, it's your turn. Nobody, you have just watched as Captain Fraud activated a parachute and is flying away.
so he's above me now.
Yes, but he's yes.
Okay.
The hesitation. It was the hesitation.
I'm going to walk to a space equidistant between the two hamsters.
That would be where Laima is standing with
All
the
right,
wheel.
I'm going to stand next to Laima. Hey, Laima.
Hi, nobody.
I am going to sit on the floor of the ship.
Taking a break?
No, I am going to cast Bless on both hamsters.
Okay.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag hamster blessed.
What's happening?
By the
Is there any-
light.
Ghostblade, what is happening is the consequences of your actions specifically.
Excuse me. I shot the lizard person. That was it.
Yes.
They were going to
Why
try and
would
kill
you
us
do
anyways.
that?
Because they were going to try and kill us anyways. You know, just enjoy your hovering above the ground while we all try to.
I am.
As you
am
literally
enjoying that
look
a
down
lot.
upon all of us.
Yes.
And as
You guys
cast-
literally believe the guy whose name was Captain Fraud.
Hang on. We have to
Esquire.
bless the hamsters.
nobody, you cast bless on the hamsters, and what are you saying as you do that?
By the light of hamsters. Shall there
No.
be hamster speed?
What is that beautiful music I hear? As they start running again.
I knew there were Bluetooth speakers on this thing.
I hear wonderful sound of music as they
just start
begin.
hearing "Son of Man," where are you going to run to?
Yes. Tarzan, Son of Man starts playing, and they start running again, which reactivates the engines, and the ship starts to regain.
Can we scoop up Captain Fraud? He just lands back on the ship.
That would have happened had he not begin drifting away by the air current that is pulling him away. Captain Fraud, as you see, the ship is reignited again, but it is still not falling, but descending, and you are flying in a different direction. Captain Fraud, is there anything you would like to do or say?
Come sail away. Come sail.
Is there anything I'd like to do or say? What are my options? I'm in the air.
Whatever
I'm
you can come
floating
up
around.
with.
Oh, for saying or for doing.
Yeah,
Whatever I can
anything
come
at
up
all.
with. Does
you
my
all
character go ahead?
Yes. No, you go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, does my character have anything tethering him to the ship? I wonder, like a way to remotely do something to the ship, for example, retract the sails, or get it to do something. I don't know what.
So much love for those hamsters.
Whoa! I didn't say blow it up. His brain went there. I was thinking like,
you as you're flying away and seeing that these hooligans have stolen your vessel, you remember that in your pocket you have the car keys, and you can shut the engine off remotely.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that, but it's a good one to have in my back pocket. I'm just going to keep
beep beep.
I'm going to keep going the other direction for now.
Can you just hit the alarm button?
Yes, we just get the alarm.
And with that, you will fly away to go and land and live to fight another day. And that is where we are going to end today's episode of Lawyers and Dragons. Thank you, everyone.
You haven't heard the last of Captain Leox Fraud, Esquire.
See, you guys were so mean, but we stole an airship. Now we got real power.
No. He voluntarily left that airship. We were stuck with it.
Yes, sorry. It's legitimate salvage. See? It all worked out just fine. David, I got to tell you, your hamster voice is going to make me laugh for the next 5 days. So
yes,
you are welcome. Greetings be to you.
Stuff. Thank you, everybody, for joining us in Lawyers and Dragons. Thank you, chat, for being so active and having so much fun with us this morning. Thank you, of course, to David for putting up with us for 2 hours every week. And I believe, if I'm right, David, we have an announcement, which is that we don't have Lawyers and Dragons next Saturday. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes, okay. We are AFK, away from keyboard, next weekend.
That's right. So GG, everybody. Have a good one. We're going to be off for 1 week, and then we will be back and rolling into the finale. So 1 week off. Sorry about that. You guys can imagine all the fun we'll be having with our airship powered by giant hamsters. And then we will catch back up with you 2 weeks from today. So thank you, everybody, for being with us on Lawyers and Dragons. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Alyte. Thank you, Rob. And thank you especially to Travis, who lives on the West Coast and volunteered to put himself through this at 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning. So thank you, Travis. And if you want to see more of Travis making fun of me and generally being a snarky guy, you can see him every weekend at Sunday on Sunday at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Let me get any of this right. On Sundays at 11 a.m. on Season Gaming Bitcast and here on the Hoeg Law YouTube channel, where we talk about games. And then Travis details exactly what terrible game he's been made to review by IGN. Although not this week. He's got a good review up right now. So check that out. Check us out. Thank you to everybody. And we'll see you on the next Lawyers and Dragons in 2 weeks from today.